Hello, everyone. I'm Jeff Lawson. I'm here with the podcast Signal Over Noise. We've got a great guest today from the West Coast. I know you'll love her. Let me have her introduce herself and tell you a little bit about their work and their business.
Hi, Jeffrey. First, it's an honor to be here in your podcast. I really appreciate the invitation. But my name is Mayra Brito Haas. And as I told you, actually it's Mayra Brito. But since we are in US, we say Mayra Brito, right? So I'm going to use the Mayra. But I'm a Brazilian. I have been here for almost 10 years. 10 years ago, I came here because I really wanted to something different from Brazil. And I love Brazil. Don't get me wrong. Brazil is beautiful, but it's a little bit dangerous, you know? So that's why I came here to US try with a dream and also like thinking very big. I was always thinking we needed to have different minds in here, different way of marketing. Everything started in Brazil. So I was working in Brazil for marketing. I used to work for Guess. Do you know the clothes? So I used to work for Guess in Brazil. And then I came here to study, to do my master's degree, to do my post graduation. And I was like, oh, I think here needs a little bit different vision, you know, because in Brazil we have a different marketing. So that's why I'm like, since I'm already very good with marketing in Brazil, I'm gonna bring that. I'm gonna leverage this vision that we have in Brazil, and then we are gonna bring here with like a different eyes, you know, a different way of marketing, a different way of like talking to the public. And it worked really good. So 7 years ago, I opened my first business that's called Powerful Damas, and we are social enterprise. Why we call us social enterprises? Because we like to profit. So we are an enterprise. We are not a non-profit, but we also like to help other people, other women. So that's why we call social, because we like also to do network events where we help other charities like social child trafficking or domestic violence or anything that is kind of affects women. So that's why we like a lot to be focusing on women, because we are women and
Sounds great.
we have been through some stuff, and I know that a lot of women that are going to be listening to this podcast knows what I mean. So that's why we always like to be helping, and we support United Nations as well, because United Nations has the Sustainable Development Goals, and the number 5 is to empower women and kids. So we always think about how can we help women with all of our marketing. And then I also open another business for more educational part. We are going to be focusing a lot today on the marketing agency itself, but I also have other businesses because I saw that the need of people, and I feel like entrepreneurs have this feeling, right? Like, what is the need? And we are here to solve. And I feel like marketing is all about that. How can we solve a pain that the market has, that the public has, that audience has? What is like the pain that we needed to be solving, and what are the dreams that we can help them also to solve?
Let's step back and look at the business environment that you operate in Southern California, you know, the Great West, the Southwest part of the United States. How are you finding today's business environment for a marketing agency like yourself?
I love, and you're gonna see that I'm a very positive person too. So I like to see the positive part. But I love marketing. I feel like marketing is such a good tool that we can have, not only for business but in our life. So that's why I love it, because it's all about helping people, as I was telling you. So when you have like this mindset of just helping people and understanding what is the pain, what is the dreams, what is like the desires that they have, that's how we are gonna help them. So I love this environment where we can just sit down with the business and see them grow and see like, okay, how can we help you guys to grow, you know? So I feel like marketing has, of course, its challenges, right? Like as everything in the life. But I feel like it's a very good tool that every business can have to really grow their businesses. And right now with AI as well, I feel like there's so much to do, and there's so much that people can do with so little money, with so little team, you know. The environment right now is the best ever, in my opinion. And like, it's
Uh-huh.
impossible for a company or for someone, even personal branding, to not be online, you know. So I feel like
Yeah.
it's really good and it's growing like so fast, right?
So you can't focus on everything. What are you guys focused on this year?
Just for you to see the difference after AI, but we had 16 people in our company working with us, but now we have 7 for you to see how we had to like remodel the our company because of that. Because we have like so many, we have implemented so much AI in our company and also in the businesses that we have like a whole team for help the client. We sit down with the company and we see what kind of pain do you guys have, where do you want it to be like in 5 years, in 10 years. We recommend them some stuff. So for example, Google ads, Facebook ads, Meta ads, but we do like a lot of email marketing for the company or website maintenance or social media management. As you know, like nowadays social media is the new website, so it's like impossible for not to be on social media. But there are some other ones that I need, like, oh, I needed to do an event and then I need to do the table booth. So we sit down with them as well and see how we can improve that experience. And as I told you, we have a team, so it depends of like what is gonna be the service that they are gonna be focusing on, and then we assign a team for them. We like to tell that we are an in-house team, kind of a feeling that you have an in-house team. So even though we have 7 people, we are like very focusing on each one has your own person that they're gonna be talking to all the time. You know, like they're gonna feel that they are very attended, very served.
How's the agency, the 7 of you, using AI today? What tools, what models, what agents you guys are really leaning on to operate the agency?
So after AI, I am a very fan of AI. I know that a lot of people are very scared of AI, but I feel like it brought so much to us, especially for the marketing industry. It has helped us so much, like to be so much more efficient. You know, of course, we are not gonna just like put there do blog posts for us and that's it. Of course, you need someone behind the machine to be like telling the commands and telling like all of the instructions. And for example, we use a lot of ChatGPT, but now I'm gonna give you another secret that is Claude. Have you ever heard about Claude?
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
Claude.
yes, I have heard about it.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's amazing. I love Claude. Because it's not only because ChatGPT, for example, helps a lot with copywriting, helps a lot with a lot of things that we can do in there. However, the Claude can also code, so we can make sales pages, we can do websites, we can do anything on Claude. What we would take 4 hours with Claude, we can do it 4 minutes. So just for you to see the difference, you know. And then it codes everything. It just like also thinks about the SEO and also like do all of the links. It links all of the buttons, and then we all go there again and say, okay, now I want you to act as a user experience a specialist and analyze this website and do all the modifications that you think that it's gonna convert better. AI has been helping a lot, not only on the type of service because it's beautiful, like all the coding, everything that it's doing, but also on the efficiency. It's like way better for us to like
Yeah,
use less time and then focusing on other things, especially strategy. I feel like AI is good with the strategy, but nothing like a human brain, right? I feel like human brain is like the best. So I like that at least we have the machine work for us on things that is more manual, and then we can focus our time on things that only humans can have, you know.
if you go back, 3, 4 years before you were leveraging all this AI, do you think the performance for your clients is better?
I think so. I think because when you are very strategic using AI, of course, because a lot of people, what they do is they go on AI and they let AI do by themselves, by itself, and they don't like be putting our humanity over there, you know? So I feel like when you are very strategic on giving all of the data and be giving like all of the reports and also like be making sure that it has the most information and the best prompts, the best guidance we have on clients, for example, that we did very good SEO for them, reviews, Google Business. So it was very present online. And we did in a way that also who searches on ChatGPT can also find him. So that's also very good because the behavior is changing. People is not only going on Google anymore and just like, oh, I wanted to go to this place. They also go on ChatGPT and look for there. And then now we are being able to also put our clients on ChatGPT, on the AI search, which means that it's more places where people can find our clients. So I feel like there's so much things that we can leverage with AI and the performance as well. I feel like if we are really smart with AI, don't get me wrong, because I see a lot of people that just uses AI in a way that it gets too generic, and then you read and you're like, I see that this is AI. So this is not the way that it's like that we can leverage for marketing.
Are you building any AI or AI agents for any clients yet?
For example, for a copywriter, we did one for one of our clients that they were going to be doing just a lot of SEO content. So as I told you, like as more presence we have online, as more we have everything else, better it's going to be for us. So more places, more blogs, more websites that we are talking about, more articles that we are in, it's better. So what we did with one of our clients was to build an agent where they are doing a lot of articles for them. And then they put online these articles. They go and search for other websites that are similar audience, and they are posting in there, and then we are just like being way more present online.
What makes your marketing agency unique then? At the end of the day, how are you guys different from all the other agencies your size?
What I think, and also what I hear too from my clients, what is like the most different things from us is how we think outside of the box. We like to be very different, because that's why I told you that we are from Brazil. So we bring this idea of different marketing because we need to highlight. We need it to be the highlight between all of so much competitors, right? Right now, we have so much competitors like in the internet. Everybody's on the internet. Everybody is advertising the company themselves. In the past, you had like a website and you were already, oh my goodness, I have a website. Right now, if you don't have a website, you are not a business, right? If you don't have social media, you are not a business. So that's how today is so different, because it's so easy for people to go there and just like be online. So I feel like we needed to think strategies that are gonna be highlighting the clients, highlighting ourselves. And I feel we bring that from Brazil as well.
Think about a client and all the different things you did for them. And think of something that you asked them to do and they said, yeah, let's do that. That was very unique, that you don't think all your competitors would have ever thought of.
I feel like a lot of ads that we do, we also bring some references from Brazil. So a lot of Brazilians, we like it to be just like thinking outside of the box on just like, for example, the social media, the hook on social media, it's very important. So we do everything that we can to be really highlighting ourselves, right? We saw in Brazil that it was like people just like falling down, and it was like kind of like a continuation of a little video. There was a video of a guy almost like crashing, and when this crash came, we had our client to come in the crash, and just like show up and then like talk about like the company, So this kind of things that is like something different that we see, and since
that is different.
It is, right?
That is different. But tell me a little bit about the challenges, the friction, the pain points, as you would say, that that you deal with, obviously, effectively. But what are the challenges? What are the pain points?
I would highlight, I think, like 3 pain points that I feel like we have a lot right now. But as I told you, I never see as a problem. I always see as a challenge. It's just a challenge that we can always overcome. One of them, I feel like I already told you about, is the competition. I feel like a lot of people right now is on internet. So in the past, it was way easier. If you have just the website or social media, it was already good because you are just different. You were different. Right now, you needed to really think outside of the box to be different because it's like all the time, everywhere. People are just like you. People can create websites for free right now. In the past, people needed an agency to create a website, and we would charge like way more than nowadays because in the past we needed to code. Now AI can code. So I feel like also like on Instagram or social media or TikTok, anything, everybody's in there as well. So people we really need to think, okay, how can we be different to be in the daily life of the person for them to remember about us? Because with so much information nowadays, with so much of like brands in here, in there, on the TV or on your phone, I think like nowadays people are way more like faster, so they want the information right away. Like they don't want anymore like ads that are 3 minutes that are like telling them so much. They cannot sit down for 3 minutes. You need to give the information, the best information, very fast, but in a way that it's gonna stick on their minds. You cannot just say hi everyone, blah 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 blah. Like you already lost their attention. Now you needed to the hook that I was telling you about. You needed to already bring like something that is gonna go call a lot of attention, but you also needed to build the material that you are building for them to receive the information in a very fast way. So I feel like this is a challenge for sure because nowadays like the behavior has been changing a lot. So because now we are in the era of everything fast with AI, with TikTok, with the dopamine, and with like Instagram and with YouTube as well, we needed to think on ways. We needed to really learn about psychology, about neuroscience, to really understand how can we really affect the message in the person. How can we really tell what we need to tell in a very short time?
So what do you need? So what would really make you and your agency better in that environment you just described?
So I feel like it's more having people that are willing to go and innovate all the time. And I feel like marketing has always been like that, with innovative people, with people that are really wanted to grow. But now we need it even more. We need people that are thirsty of innovation, of learning. I feel like the quality of people has been changing a little bit. People are not like so willing as my generation. I feel like generations are a little bit different, and like from my generation, that's why I have more people on my generation or a little bit older. One generation before, like when they are too young, I feel they are not in this growth mindset of like I'm gonna do everything that needs to be done for us to grow, and like just like to really like be having the flag of like let's do it. So I feel like this is a challenge that we face every day. We have so many people that pass through our company that could not keep up with that. And also like really think, okay, I needed to do what needs to be done. Some people want just to do what they want to do. And I feel like this is way too.
I'm curious, how do you guys get new clients? What's your process for getting new clients?
So first, we do a lot of referrals. We have a lot of referrals with people like telling to other clients, to other clients, to other clients. This is one of our main ones. But second, we do the network events, right? So in our network events, that we are the host of the network events, and all of these network events, we bring other women in business, and we have table booths in all our events. So we have our own table booth as well, and people that are from our community, because Powerful Damas is a community to empower women. So people that are from our community have some perks as well. So this is actually in the beginning was one of the good things of good strategies that we did on how to bring our name, how to really spread our name out. And it was with network events and to build this community. Because when you have a community, people really remind about you, like every time that someone thinks about marketing, they're going to remember about Powerful Damas because they saw in the event, because they are part of the community, So we also do ads on Meta ads, on Google ads, these kind of things.
When you look out in the world, when you look out at consumers, as head of the agency, I'm sure you see patterns. And in the patterns, you kind of see maybe signals of how things are changing or how to connect to consumers. Is there anything you see as a signal that you think other people are dismissing or just not seeing or sensitive to, that you're saying, hey, this is going to be big?
AI, of course. I think a lot of people is still not leveraging the way that they were supposed to leverage. I feel like people are not seeing how much it can bring. A lot of people, what I see is they are too scared, so they are not willing to really open their hearts and see how good it can be for them. I feel like they are still thinking on that mindset that, oh my goodness, this is gonna take all of our things, it can hack us, or it's gonna like take control of everything. And in my head, I don't think so. I feel like a lot of people still need to leverage that, and people who don't will be behind. A lot of people that are not really leveraging the way that they can leverage, they are gonna be behind because they are gonna take way more time to do one thing that they were supposed to do really fast. So people are not gonna be hiring them because it's gonna take too long. It's gonna be way more expensive as well. So people also are not gonna hire someone that is too expensive. They can do something better with like less money and less time. So I feel like I still see a lot of people not leveraging the way that they should be leveraging. They are not also willing to be sitting down and learn about the platform. I know that is hard because I am in there, like I have been really learning more and like doing myself to understand how can I do it, how can I tell my company, my team to do. And I know how hard it is. It's not easy at all. Sometimes I am overwhelmed, because I'm like, oh my goodness, that is so much information. But we need to do what needs to be done, like there is no other option. If we are seeing that this is what is coming, and if you see that it's gonna be, it's in my head is the new internet. So people were a little bit afraid of the internet before. And a lot of people were a little bit skeptical on really going on the internet. But now, who doesn't have internet? Who doesn't use internet? And I feel AI is the same. Even though people can be skeptical, it is here to stay. And if you don't understand how to leverage this, you are going to be behind.
When companies hire agencies, they usually go through a process. What, in your experience, are the early signs that a company is about to maybe start looking for a new agency?
I feel like with the client, sometimes we can definitely see a little bit when it's kind of like getting a little bit different on the relationship, when they are saying the things they're not like caring anymore so much. We can see that something is going on over there. But I feel like our clients, they are always really good with us and always like they never like show us what it's gonna happen. They always kind of like let us know what is happening. I feel like we have a very transparent relationship with the clients where they can tell us, oh, I feel like this is not good or that is not good. And then we are going to have to change. I feel like in the beginning of our relationship, one thing that we always do is first we do a lot of, we wanted to be transparent and we like to bring this idea for them on like, if something is not good, just tell us. So we like to have like meetings every week, every month, all the time to really feel the client. We don't have clients where we don't talk to them because I see a lot of agencies that only do digital and they don't talk with the client. So we have this human part of our company is that we are always in there like asking the transparency. And also we do a lot of reports. We are always talking with the client and showing what is happening and also aligning expectations, like, oh, this is what you want, this is where we are, this is what we are going to be seeing, this is the KPI that we are going to be analyzing for this month. Because a lot of people say, I just opened and I wanted like $100,000. And then I'm going to say, hey, we cannot bring you that in the first month. But what we can do is we can make a plan with you. And then we can, in the first month, we are going to see this KPI. The second month, we're going to see that one. So I feel like when you have this kind of relationship with the client where you have these aligned expectations, whenever you are not meeting them, you also know that, oh, maybe they are not gonna be with us anymore. And I feel like we have this very open relationship with our clients. So it's not like any of them that really did something that, oh my goodness, it was like super surprised, you know? So I feel like they always told us what was gonna happen, or like if they were changing gears or if they
Yeah.
changing some strategies. So I feel like that's what happened with us. I know that every agency is very different.